Hello,
I
and welcome, you idiots, to case 3, part 2. Back and worse than ever.
fucking love the Vine Boom.
So, let's load into save number 9. And hope to God I don't run out of recording space.
That would suck.
Court is now in session. Court is now in session for the trial of Stefanik Dragojan.
Guy who we can never decide how to pronounce his name. You're gonna need a screen share, you know that?
Oh, crap, yeah.
I was like, is he gonna do it? Or I'm gonna need to remind him again. I had a chocolate cookie earlier, so I'm feeling good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we were at the court part. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready. Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelman, please list the charges.
The defendant is charged with criminal negligence in the death of Justin Way. Death occurred at the Arcane refinery last night. God, I'm gonna need to use the pronunciations in this game. Pronouncing this shit. Mr. Wayne was an employee of the Dracogen Trading Company, company owned by the defendant. During work hours, the victim accidentally broke a poorly maintained safety line and fell into a vat of roast. Now, attempts to save his life, but his body almost fully dissolved. That's what I'm saying.
I see, what a gruesome end.
That's what I'm saying. The defendant displayed clear negligence in maintaining the refinery's facilities. As such, responsibility for Mr. Way's death squarely on his shoulders.
No!
Is that a shattered square reference? Begin. Prosecution would like to call Noah Morrison. The boat guy. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court. Yes. My name is Noah Morrison. I forgot what voice I did. This guy. I said the line.
It doesn't particularly matter.
It doesn't really matter. I'm the harbor.
Hello?
Hi. I said the thing. Did it not pick up?
I don't know. Are you moving around?
No.
Or is this accursed thing just broken?
Hold on. Let me sit up. Like, all the way. I'm the Arbor Master of Aronnax's Arbor. It's my understanding that you witnessed the accident. Am I correct? Not hear that?
I don't think I did, but I think the recording software did.
Wait, it did?
I don't know.
Can you please testify to court about what you witnessed? Boy. Showing a visitor around the city. For some reason, he really wanted to see the Arcane refinery. He was inspecting the machines when suddenly, Mazurika ran up. It was desperately trying to tell us something. There was too much noise. After a while, just point out the walkway. That's where we saw fall into that accursed. There was a guardrail that should have prevented him from falling. He broke through it as he fell. Don't you have the judge?
So there was a safety rail that should have protected the victim.
Yes. However, upon closer inspection, city guard found the rails were extremely rusted. They were clearly poorly maintained by the company.
I see, and this negligence is the basis for the prosecution's charges.
You going to present the traces of transmutation that we found?
I can't help but feel like there's something in
I
Morrison's
mean,
testimony that
when he
doesn't
said there was too much noise,
add up.
he didn't mention that it was the machine.
Right now, those traces are the only defense we have against Von Santos' accusations.
I mean, they're pretty solid defense, all things considered.
It's not a piece that I want to use just yet. And once you use that piece, who knows how the judge will react. Not much has changed with Morrison's testimony. Heavy. Hello?
Hi.
You've collected a lot more evidence since you last spoke to him. Is there anything you found that contradicts his testimony? Press? This was the patron you mentioned before, am I correct, Morrison?
Hi.
Astor seems keen on keeping his identity hidden. It'd probably be best to leave it at that. Aside from being a mage, he hasn't given you much reason to suspect him. No.
Oh, I just that guy. You're referring to Mozarika Tudor, owner of the local cafe. For whatever reason, was also there and witnessed the act. Yes, we were already well aware of that.
Mozarika's testimony was a lot less detailed than Morrison's and Astor's testimony. Probably more focused on saving Justin than taking in her surroundings. Are there any points where her testimony doesn't add up with Morrison's? I know what it's wanting me to ask you.
Objection!
What?
So
So it's just a writing flaw?
and what?
Yeah, so it must just be a writing flaw or something.
I think it said there has to be some point.
Oh. Point, that's where we saw some... It's odd. After seeing him from...
Maybe the
After seeing...
thing about the also you probably should have saved for presenting that piece of evidence.
Huh?
I feel like you might have. I feel like you probably should have saved for presenting the piece of evidence.
There isn't a health system.
Oh, okay. I think maybe the thing about the guard Wait. Did it say there was a guard? No, it says there was a guard rail. Yeah, I think maybe that. No, not that. No, not that. Not that. He was desperately trying to tell us something. Maybe.
Well, I'm just gonna press the rest.
All right.
This noise came from the machines in the refinery, I presume?
Machines are loud as hell. Barely hear myself. No way I could hear young Mozarika overall bad. Bro is going deaf over lead pipe. I relate.
You mentioned you saw someone fall into the vat. Did you not recognize the person?
Well, I didn't know the last person. Pretty far away. Couldn't get a good look at
it. Anyway, could you go into more detail about the moment you witnessed the accident?
Okay. What did you want to know about? I feel like asking about the guardrail being rusted is stupid because he couldn't. I'm guessing he couldn't see it. Oh, I had a feeling.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think that's useful.
And then
maybe this?
I feel like okay. I was gonna say I feel like probably press a little bit more on that statement, get a bit more.
Wait, what?
I was gonna say probably press on the.
It wasn't a writer's flaw. They just apparently we had to specify.
It said at some point in his testimony.
Did this happen before, during, or after Mozarika tried to get your attention?
It was definitely after. If it weren't for the commotion, I wouldn't have looked up there in the first place.
It's just as you thought, but what does this mean? Morrison, I spoke with Mozarika about what she saw. She said she saw Justin fall off the walkway and then rushed to you for help.
Hey, that sounds about right.
No, Morrison, it actually doesn't.
What do you mean?
If Mozarika saw Justin fall before she went to get help, then how did you see him fall after she came to you for help?
What?
Morrison, Mozarika came to you for help. That was in reaction to seeing Justin fall off the walkway. That, if that's true...
I didn't get that.
Yes, appearance from Siri.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I'm going to...
Just swear in Siri hour.
If that's true, then how could you have possibly seen Justin fall off the walkway again afterward?
I have no idea. Mr. Cuthbert, you're disputing the witness's testimony over a minor detail.
I'm 90% sure this is a quite major detail.
Yeah, this is kind of a big detail. It's entirely possible that Mr. Morrison or Mr. Fudor simply misremembered.
How? This is like the main point of the testimony. I highly doubt that Morrison misremembered. Fuck. The order of what happened. His testimony matches exactly with the testimony of his companion.
Then Miss Tudor must be the one who's mistaken.
Are you all f***ing stupid? I'm compelled to agree with Miss Steelwind. Conflicting accounts seem extremely minor. The prosecution's case is based on the broken guardrail, but only 3 individuals witnessed Justin Way break said guardrail. The defense asserts that these 3 witness accounts must be consistent with each other. Otherwise, this evidence is not strong enough to find my client liable.
Please, the break in the guardrail is directly over that. That is enough physical evidence. It proves that the victim fell in because the railing broke.
How do we know that the guardrail wasn't broken by some other event?
That's ludicrous. You're clearly just playing devil's advocate. Is that his job to do so?
I'll admit
Oh my
that I
God.
also find the defense's assertion dubious. However, I see no harm in allowing Miss Tudor to testify to what she saw. Rika saw a lot less than Miss Morrison and Astor did, and her testimony was a lot less detailed. But the one detail she did remember was that she saw Justin fall off the walkway. Hopefully, her testimony might clear up what happened.
Oh boy! Witness, please state your name and occupation for the courtroom. Oh boy.
This is
Oh
probably
boy.
Rika's first time testifying in a courtroom. You hope she'll be okay.
As if I need such introductions. Allow me to indulge you all. I saw that coming a mile away.
Is she seriously doing that here?
I am Mozarika Tudor, Dark Lord of Aranek, High Archmage of the Cadmium Flame, and business proprietor of School Inspection.
I see. I was not aware we were in the presence of such renowned individual. Does he actually believe her? Your Honor, Mozarika Tudor is the owner of a local cafe in Aranax. But isn't she also a High Archmage?
I am?
No, she really isn't.
Tyrion, you're ruining my flow! Yeah! Stop ruining your flow, Tyrion.
You would say that your flow is the most disrupted right now. Ahem. Anyway, Miss Tudor, you were at the Ornex refinery on the night of the incident, and you witnessed the moment that the victim fell off the walkway, am I correct?
Yes, that's right. Complete ship. Complete mood ship.
According to your statement, you ran up to Morrison after you saw Justin fall off the walkway. Problem is there's a contradiction between both of your testimonies.
There's a contradiction?
Morrison testified that he didn't see the victim fall until after you approached him. This wouldn't make sense, though. You saw the victim fall off the walkway before you ran up to Morrison. Morrison couldn't have possibly seen the victim fall again after that.
Oh, I think I see what happened.
You do?
I think you're misunderstanding what I said before.
I misunderstood you. If that's true, could you please testify to the court exactly what happened? Please include every detail you can remember.
Sure. I was at the refinery when I heard a strange sound from the walkway. When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail.
Tumbled?
Oh. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform. I didn't know how to get to the walkway from there, so I looked for help on the grounds and found Mr. Morrison. He must have seen Justin lose his grip on the ledge, fall into the vat after that.
So the victim didn't immediately fall into the vat? He was hanging on the edge of the walkway?
That would line up with we saw about,
Sorry for the cut. It would line up with the beginning.
Yeah, line up with that's what I was trying to say.
So just ignore the strange cut. That would explain how Mr. Morrison saw the victim fall into the vat after Miss Tudor saw him fall off into the walkway. In any case, Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination.
Wrong. Is that the... Wait, no, I don't.
What kind of sound did you hear?
I'm not quite sure. I had to guess. I'd say it sounded like sound of metal hitting metal. You mean like the lead?
No.
No, I removed from my soundboard that shit hurts my ear when I play it.
The refinery walkway is made out of metal.
No.
So perhaps the sound she heard was something metal colliding with the walkway? Something shake the walkway, make
probably the part of the walkway that might have been. Actually, that's a good.
So this was the moment you saw Justin fall off the walkway?
Yeah.
And you said that he fell over the guardrail?
I did. I'm not sure how it happened. I think something caused him to lose his balance. Aww. Something. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, that was...
But that still doesn't explain why Miss Morrison saw him fall after you ran to him for help.
Well, I did see Justin fall from the walkway.
He was hanging on to the ledge. Was there anyone around to help him back up?
I didn't see anyone around, but I wasn't paying attention to that. I was focused on saving him before he fell. I assumed that if anyone was nearby, they'd immediately try to help him.
And did you see another individual with him?
Yeah, I did. I tried to explain to him and his friend what was going on. Couldn't hear me over the machines.
That does match with the testimonies. Did you also see this moment?
No, I didn't. I was so busy trying to talk to Mr. Morrison that I didn't see it. I didn't even know what had happened until after they shut down the machine.
If only Rika had seen the moment that Justin fell off too. You'll You'll just need to focus on the other parts of her testimony.
This testimony is a bit different from the statement she gave us earlier.
Looking back on it, I should have asked her for more details. So focused on matching details that I didn't probe her further. Okay, so it clearly the tumble.
Objection!
Over. She said over, didn't she? Vika, you said that the victim tumbled over the guardrail. As in, he was thrown over it?
Yes, that's right. What?
Did you see the moment that the guardrail broke?
No, didn't. I already told you that, didn't I?
But you did see the moment that Justin fell off the walkway? And in that moment, did you see Justin break the guardrail?
No! Like I told you, I didn't see the moment that the guardrail broke.
But that's the thing, Rika. According to Morrison, Justin Way broke the guardrail as he fell into the vat. More specifically, he said that Justin was standing on the walkway when this happened.
What?
According to the prosecution, Justin Way leaned on a faulty guardrail and broke it, falling into the vat. But that's not what you saw, was it, Rika?
No, I saw him tumble over the guardrail.
I'm afraid I don't see the important... Judge, how this...
Oh my god.
Of this
How
Mr.
is the judge
Cuthbert?
even stupider than the judge and Ace Attorney? Also, I've asked C-Star for a funny quote to say, and he's given.
What?
I asked C-Star for a funny quote to say, and he gave one, so... Yeah.
Okay. There's definitely something going on here, but what? Mozarika is a mage, and you don't want to suspect her, but you need to consider every possibility. What is happening here? They're both telling the truth, you guess. But how does that make sense? Okay, think this through. If we assume that Rika and Morrison are telling the truth, you need to remember the exact order of events. First, Rika saw Justin go up the walkway. Justin tumbled over the guardrail, but he hadn't... yeah. Off the walkway. Justin was able to grab onto a walkway edge. That's when Mozarika went looking for help. This was when she ran into Morrison and Aster. And she pointed to the walkway, and then we saw. By the time we could stop the machines, it was too late. Detail of their testimonies never sat right with you. But you dismissed your suspicions. They found Justin's body in the vat, after all. But for a fact that he fell into the vat. That vat. Considered one other personality. Another person? Is that really possible? But it's the only thing that makes sense. It would also explain how Rika, Morrison, and Aster all saw someone falling off the walkway at different times, but then who is the second person? You don't have a choice. Do you know the fact this is the only conclusion you can draw? I think you've had quite enough time to deliberate, Mr. Cuthbert. Accusing the witness or not? I'm not accusing the witness of perjury, Your Honor. Both Miss Tudor's and Miss Morrison's
Mister.
testimonies appear to contradict each other, but they are both telling the truth.
But please enlighten us, Mr. Cuthbert. How could both of their testimonies possibly be true?
Well, I think there's only one possible explanation. Both Miss Tudor and Mr. Morrison saw someone fall off the walkway. But the person that Miss Tudor saw and the person that Miss Morrison saw were two different people.
Are you serious, Mr. Cuthbert? Honestly think that some random person fell into the vat moments after Justin Way fell in.
It's the only conclusion that makes sense, Miss Dillon. This isn't your helping your case, Tyrion. This isn't.
It really isn't.
Miss Tudor knew the victim and recognized him. That's how she was able to confirm that it was him that fell into the vat. However, Miss Morrison and his companion did not know the victim personally. They could barely make out his features. They only assumed it was him after learning that he fell in.
Please. It's far more likely that Miss Tudor is simply mistaken about what she saw.
No?
What?
This whole case hinges on the idea that they saw the breaking of the guardrails.
No, I'm sure I saw Justin tumble over the guardrail. And let's not forget Miss Tudor's allegiances. As a beneficiary of Trojan Trading Company, she has every reason to co-found this case in the defendant's favor. That's not...
Oh, shit. That's enough! This is a civil case, Mr. Cuthbert, not some murder mystery for you to throw wild theories towards. It looks like you don't have a choice. You're gonna have to use your trump card. One piece of evidence that implies this wasn't a simple accident. Are you sure about that, Your Honor?
What?
Justin Way's death was reported as an unfortunate accident. As a result, the city guard put minimal resources into their investigation. More specifically, there's no reason to call in the Arcane Inquisition.
What are you talking about now? Why would the Inquisition... No. Are you saying that...
Unlike the RNX City Guard, I have a mage capable of casting Detect Magic. My bodyguard, Celeste McCoy, scanned the crime scene for magical traces. And she found traces of transmutation magic on the broken rail. Traces of magic were found at the crime scene? But that would make this a potential homicide, Your Honor.
This is ridiculous. The accident took place within an Arcane refinery. Those traces could have easily come to the purification process.
Miss Dillon, these traces were found only on the guardrails that Justin broke. We didn't find them anywhere else. We can't be certain of what happened, but it's clear that a mage used magic near the scene of the accident. Foul play may have been involved. So my theory of another person falling into the vat is entirely possible. My client is not at fault for the guardrail breaking. Considering the shocking revelation, there is still much we do not know about Justin Way's death. With that said, I have no choice but to suspend the trial of Von Santos versus Dracogen. You had a feeling this would happen. Just like your other cases, the court won't pass a verdict unless a culprit is found. The court will give Arcane Inquisition time to investigate the scene and the supposed magical. We will resume the trial in 2 days' time. Oh shit, they're actually using more time.
Hold on, I think I'm being called.
Okay, just tell me when we get back so I can resume recording. Go again.
Well, at least we survived the first day. But it kind of feels like we're back to square one.
Yeah. The Inquisition will get involved. They know that magic played a role in what happened. If you want them to dismiss the case against Dracogen, you're gonna have to find out exactly what happened, if that's even possible.
Hey, are you okay?
Feel a headache coming on. Yeah, I think I'm just tired.
Third eye.
What?
I think the old screen turning red might have been something to do with the third eye. Not the third eye, the eye of Horus.
They seem to use the more yellow or gray for the Eye of Horus.
Okay.
Red seems to be anger or pain.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh, wait, crap.
Okay. Pretty late. Should we just head back to the inn and investigate and continue the investigation tomorrow?
No, I want to take another look at the refinery before the Inquisition gets there. Throbbing pain in your skull seems to disagree with you doing that.
Yeah, no, we're heading back.
I'm fine, really.
Tyrion, I know you're anxious about the trial, but you need to get some rest.
It's fine.
It's not. You're going to work yourself.
Just stay out of my way. Again, your voice came out louder than you meant for it to.
Fine, whatever. Do what you want.
This damn city. Being back here is really getting to you. It's all the more reason to get through this trial as soon as possible. Soreness of your head doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Perhaps she's right. You'll be better off investigating the scene after some rest. I'm just saving because my game has a history of randomly breaking. Luckily, my recording is perfectly fine.
I mean, frankly, I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna tell you. Don't. What am I gonna do? Tell you not to say.
Usually, they don't save. People don't save. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's to cut off people looking at the save times. You clutch the note tightly in your hands as you read it. I'm sorry, Tyrion. So many things I wanted to tell you, so many things I wanted to show you. I'm afraid I can't do that now. I need you to be strong now. The world is bleak, merciless, and unforgiving. But I've seen you. You know how bright the light is within you is. Use my eyes. Peer beyond the divine gate as I once did. Use it to reclaim the future. Your eyes? I don't understand. Doesn't matter. All you have to do is stop the execution. You can distract the nights long enough. You can save him and run away. To man your home, but at least she'll still be with you. Bonk.
Can't cross this point. Hey, stop that.
Fruitlessly try to break his grip by striking him with your bare hands. But he barely feels anything through his armor. You continue delivering blow after blow to him, but it does nothing. Knuckles start to bleed. Irritated by your behavior, the knight pins you to the ground. Desperately struggle against him to no avail. Position. You have no choice but to watch what's happening. Stop! Make eye contact with your mother one last time. Body goes limp. Stare blankly at the limp, hanging body. No, this isn't... Touch your note tightly in your hand. You can feel a comforting yet fleeting warmth from it. Mom!
Again?
Celeste? You snap back awake. It was another nightmare. Notice that tears are streaming down your face. Quickly try to bring your sleeve to wipe them away, but you realize that Celeste is firmly gripping your hand. But why are you?
Sorry. We're shouting in your sleep. You seemed to calm down a little whenever I held your hand. I've been doing that.
Oh,
Tyrion, okay?
you're not.
Been acting weird ever since we arrived in Arcane.
It's nothing.
It's not nothing. Have something to do with your mother. Past 2 nights, calling out for her in your sleep. Please, talk to me. Your friend, aren't I?
Never even realized it. You didn't have many people in your life after you left your RNX. You only had Miss Tamora, and she never wanted to talk about what happened. Celeste, she's been there since you started your career. Of course she's your friend. It all happened a long time ago. We lived here together in that old house. My mother was a merchant and a mage. But I guess the gift of magic skipped my generation. I could never use it. About 10 years ago, my mother's business partner was found murdered, and they found traces of magic at the crime scene. Miss Tamora was my mother's defense attorney for the trial. She did everything she could to get her acquitted, but she could never find the real culprit. They found her guilty of first-degree murder. Tried to stop her execution, but first starts breaking. Hello?
Period.
Bonk. I'm sorry, Celeste.
What?
Coming back here has brought back so many memories. Thought I'd already moved on from what happened. If I could just keep Saving people as an attorney, then maybe I could put all this behind me, but I'm back in Ornax. These feelings are still so fresh in my mind. It's like I'm still the same powerless child from 10 years ago. I know that I've been taking that out of you. I'm really sorry.
I get it. I know it.
She does, doesn't she?
My dad was murdered. You were there for me. If it weren't for you, I still would have believed that he died hating me.
Celeste, Celeste slowly clasps your hand within hers again. Feels warm and comforting. Has this been the warmth you've been feeling for the last few nights?
Let me be here for you.
You can feel yourself dozing off. You have to snap yourself back awake. Sorry, the last few days have been a little tiring.
It's okay. Focus on falling asleep. I'll stay with you for as long as you need me to. I'm also feeling pretty tired though. Close my eyes a bit.
For the first time since you arrived in Ornax, you've finally received a good night's rest. We feel really reluctant to leave the comfort of your bed. Celeste, are you there?
For real.
Celeste?
What do you want?
Damn it. It's a fucking anime scene.
I guess.
Both dart out of bed.
Oh. You seem to be doing better. You're okay, right?
Yeah, thank you for last night. Poor phrasing. Hello?
Yeah!
Hello? Are you there, Miss Cuthbert?
What the hell?
Aster? Thank the scaled lord, I finally got through to you. What are you?
Where are you?
I'm using a spell to speak with you right now. I apologize for contacting you about it, but I'm worried something had happened to you too. Right, of course. Anyway, what do you want at this time of day? This time of day? Mr. Cuthbert. It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
What?
3 p.m.? You missed the entire morning? I hope everything's okay. Did something happen? No, everything's okay. Anyway, it's already this late. We should head over to the refinery.
Yes, the investigation. Let's do that immediately.
So immediately, Power walks out of the room. Quickly follow after. If you're heading to a refinery, do you mind if I meet up with you two? There's something that I'd like to ask you. Sure. Wonderful! I'll see you at the town square.
This guy.
Quickly!
This guy.
Quickly meet Aster in the town square while you walk to the refinery. You and Select walk to your destination with purpose. A little too much purpose. It's almost as if you're both trying to distract yourself from something. Every time you make eye contact with Celeste, she quickly goes.
Oh boy.
Things are a little awkward, but you much prefer this over the tense mood you to. Anyways, Aster, what was the spell you used earlier? It'll let you speak to us without being there? Oh, that was a conjuration spell. It's called Send Message.
Flo has a smartphone on God.
Holy shit. The concept of smartphones.
Flo has a goddamn smartphone. Holy shit.
I just feel a little bit uneasy that you can contact us out of the blue like that. More importantly, you're a little worried about what he might have seen. Don't worry, the spell is perfectly harmless. I can give you the parameters if you'd like.
God, I am tired.
For the duration of the spell, the caster projects the voice to anyone within a 30 feet radius can hear the caster's voice. The caster can also hear sounds close to the target, allowing for two-way communication. It looks like it only facilitates communication. You definitely see the embarrassing state you two were in. By the way,
I'm not trying to be rude, but why are you following us?
oh yes. I was still trying to think of the proper method to ask you, but you both seem to be on edge at the moment. What did you want to ask us? You already told me about the traces of transmutation magic at the refinery, but the trial yesterday really heightened the significance of that. I can't simply stand by if I was to witness the murder, and...
Of course.
May I join you on your investigation?
Of course.
Why is there fear? You're questioning his motives for a variety of reasons. He was the only other mage that was there at the scene of the crime. And between him and Rika, you definitely trust Rika more. Alright, I see no reason why not. Celeste shoots you a concerned look. You subtly gesture for her to keep an eye on Aster. She nods in acknowledgement. Aster is your prime suspect right now, and he has to be aware of that. But if you kept him close to you, might catch some dissonant thoughts through the eye. You arrive at the refinery and see that several knights from the Inquisition have already arrived.
Yeah,
You glance at the damage walk and see Commander White there with a few of his knights. He seems to notice you too, but only pays you a passing glance.
Oh, waiting.
Also, I claim the captain.
Okay. Quite a while, may I add.
Right, sorry about that.
I suppose you have your reasons, and you've more than proven yourself worthy of my trust.
My reasons being extremely fucking exhausted.
I mean, at least I though. Probably not Aster. Well, given me little reason to doubt your judgment. I will leave the investigation in your capable hands.
I suspect that Aster is the prince.
Like, yeah, that he's related to what's his face.
Okay, so for a bit of context, in the last session, it was implied that someone on the ship that was stolen was
was...
The one Steelwind was betrothed to. And in the previous chapter, it was also implied that Steelwind was betrothed to the prince or something like that. So that's where my logic comes from.
Plus, it's been implied that whoever stole his ship might have been trying to kidnap Aster, and that Aster might be no sort.
But the only problem is I feel like more people should know what the prince looks like.
Yeah.
But of course, that's easily explained away.
Unless Aster is, like, actually his real name, and, like, Aster's, like, an alias or something.
Yeah.
Speaking of the investigation, where should we start first?
Now that we've gotten the Inquisition involved, we might be able to learn more about the magic traces at the crime scene. You look at Commander White, who is inspecting the walkway. He's probably your best bet for getting more information about the trial.
Quite pleased with your work during the trial.
Don't look at me like that. That nose is...
Goofy on nose. I'm glad I put my trust in.
Thank you, but we're still a long way from getting your case dismissed. And showing the possibility of a murder definitely made things much more complicated.
I see no reason to blame yourself. You merely played the cards you were dealt. Honestly, I'm still trying to make sense of what happened.
Yep.
Any idea who the second victim might be? I have. All of my other employees are accounted for. I doubt it was anyone who worked for me.
But then, who was it?
You ever tell him that Justin was planning to rob him?
What?
You ever tell him that Justin was planning about Justin's planned robbery?
Yeah, I think we did.
Let's
Yeah,
be honest,
we did.
I'm a little concerned with how many unauthorized were that day.
Yeah, there was like, he has a point.
There was like 4.
It seems a bit strange that Justin, Rika, and Morrison were all there.
As well
Okay,
as
let's go to the...
well as Aster, but there might have been a reason that I didn't mention Aster.
Well, Morrison was there because of Aster.
Yeah.
Rika was there regularly.
Well, she was there to deliver food,
And it makes sense that she'd check the other building.
and Justin was there because of the robbery.
So really, on one unaccounted motive.
That being
Let's
Aster.
go to the walkway.
Didn't you say you wanted the captain?
Oh, it's you two. And who's this? Wait, the hell? Commander, please don't.
Haha, you were
I
right.
called it.
You were right.
What the hell are you two doing with the Crown Prince?
What?
It appears my other covers and phone they say. Did he just say that you're the Crown Prince? Yes. My full name is Aster de Wyvengard IV, heir to the throne of Wyvengard. This entire time, you've been speaking to the heir of the throne. I was hoping that it wouldn't come to this. Oh, Sorry, Your Majesty. Please, none of that. I would much prefer if you all continue to call me Aster. No, I can never. You've never seen the commander this flustered before. Why did you find the need to hide this from us? I didn't want you to think less of me. Admire your work, Mr. Cuthbert. Which is why I was afraid you wouldn't speak with me if I knew the truth. In a way, he was correct to assume that, as a member of the royal family, he represents everything that you and Miss Tamora are fighting against, but he does look like a sincere and genuine person. At the very least, you haven't seen anything incriminating through the Eye of Horus. Anyway, this complicates things greatly. Aster is your primary suspect, so if he did commit the murder, you would have to implicate a member of the royal family. So he definitely didn't do it. They're gonna save the implicating a member of the royal family for either the second to last or last case.
Yeah, no, he didn't do it. He is not.
Nobleman is one thing, but would it even be possible to convict the crown prince? Well, no matter what, you won't stop seeking justice. It doesn't matter who you're facing. Be they man, king, or god.
Okay, so like we're gonna convict a nobleman in the second to last case, and in the last case, we're gonna get God arrested.
And princess aside, you came here to talk to the commander about his investigation. Since Aster is accompanying you, he might be more inclined to share details with you. The investigation. I'm surprised that the Inquisition is even here. So you're all busy investigating Aster's missing ship. But you know about that? The commander glances nervously at Aster. We wanted to put more of our people there, but Lady Steelwind insisted that we focus on the Dracogen chase. As you should. I'd much rather have you find justice for Justin Wayne way. That's far more important than looking for some musty old ship. Right. Is this kid for real?
For real? On God?
I need to get voice mod. Have you discovered anything about magical traces here? We did take a look at it, and it's definitely suspicious. Only rails with magical traces on them are these. And the fact that we can still see them means that they were left within the last 48 hours. It's looking pretty likely that someone used transmutation magic on these rails that night. Still doesn't make sense though. Why would someone weaken these rails specifically? I have no idea. I'm just as confused as you are. If this is really foul play, then someone knew that Justin or some other person would be in this exact place. Also, we've already incriminated a noble person. That was the first case.
Yeah.
I
didn't know that. I didn't know.
Has the Inquisition found any evidence to prove my theory? You mean about a second person falling into the vat? Sorry, kid, but it ain't that simple. Body of that Justin sort of dissolved. That's quite gruesome. If another person had fallen in, their body would have dissolved too. We could only find some bone fragments, blood, and a lot of metallic shards. Have you been able to use divination magic to identify the bone fragments? Yep. The ones we found all belong to Justin Way. No signs of bones from another person. there wasn't any evidence of another person falling in? Could your theory have been incorrect then? Are you sure that you and Miss Morrison saw a person fall into the vat after? I definitely saw someone fall off the guardway and break the rails. Although, thinking about him, I didn't recognize who that person exactly was. The harbor master and I were pretty far away. Okay, but you could have just thrown a plastic doll in. Mannequin.
True, but that wouldn't make sense. I think the
Wouldn't it
second
make
victim's body fully dissolved.
That would make sense. Wouldn't the first victims be more likely to fully dissolve?
Might explain why we can't find any bone matter from them.
No, if my theory is correct. The second victim fell in minutes after Justin fell in. It would make sense if that person fully dissolved before Justin's. But can't you find any bone matter of the second victim?
Either way, Drake might want to hear about this.
If the liquid is so volatile, how are you able to take things out of that? Oh, the liquid isn't volatile anymore. When the harbor master and I reported what we saw, the workers poured some sort of alchemical solution into the vat. Yeah, according to them, the solution neutralized the evocation magic in those chemicals. From what I hear, the magical liquid in those vats is usually blue. Solution that they poured in turned to green. Yes, unfortunately, it's too late. The time they neutralized the liquid, Justin's body had already mostly dissolved. And if they hadn't neutralized it so quickly, we probably wouldn't have found anything from the victim. Yay! You're pissed. Piss.
Why did you have to call it this?
I still can't believe that you've been the crown prince this entire time. I wasn't trying to deceive you. I was just worried that you might treat me differently if you knew the truth. Oh, right. Should I call Steelwind over here for you? She'll probably want to see you. No, I think it'd be best if you didn't. Oh, I remember now.
Oh, I remember now. You're the crown prince. You're the crown prince. That makes Prosecutor Steelwind your fiancé.
Right, Lady Frega mentioned that during the Nightgrave case. That's why the name Aster sounded so familiar. Saw it in your thoughts. That Miriam caused me so much trouble by publicly revealing my marriage to Lady Steelwind. I'd hope to keep it a secret for much longer. Where is Prosecutor Steelwind anyway? She always investigates these crime scenes herself. She said she wanted to investigate this disappearing ship personally. She seemed really hell-bent on finding the people responsible. They did attempt to kidnap the crown prince after all. She must really care about you, Esther. Oh wait, that's you.
She doesn't really care about you, Esther.
No, I highly doubt that. Her marriage was arranged by her parents well before we were born. She had no say in the matter, and I know that she only tolerates me for the good of the kingdom.
I'm sure she still cares about you.
No, I can tell by the way she behaves around me. Her hands quiver with rage, and she can't even bear to look at me when I speak to her. can't believe she even treats the crown prince like that. She may be my fiancée, but our marriage is purely political. She endures so much because of her name. I guess you aristocrats have your own share of problems. God damn.
Present the rune stone.
Hell yeah. Present the badge.
Present the badge.
um,
I don't. Any. Ask him about the eye taker, maybe.
Commander, would you happen to know about a criminal named the Eye Taker? You playing games with me or something, kid? What? Well, I don't know nothing about no Eye Taker. Okay. He definitely knows something about the Eye Taker.
He definitely knows something about the eye taker.
Let's go to the cafe. Rika, are you here? No. You enter Rika's cafe and find the place completely empty. You've seen it for today. Since the Inquisition has evolved, they might have taken her in for questioning. I really want to go into detail about what she saw, but it looks like we'll have to go somewhere else. Wait a second. Two bodies.
Repario Arcane.
Oh.
Nothing out of these.
Oh yeah, nothing out of the
Someone trying to sabotage the parts of the refinery? Wait, what?
Oh.
Traces.
The trace of trans.
Take a closer look at the part of the vat that the traces are on. Sure enough, there's small flecks of rust on them. Someone trying to sabotage parts of the refinery? There are traces.
The trace of transmutation on the power box.
Now that we know someone sabotaged the guardrail, I'm a little suspicious of every trace of magic here. But this is an artificial. So trace of magic on it is to be expected. Jacob, we spoke with the Inquisition about what they found on the vat, and they could only find bone matter belonging to Justin. That and several metallic shards.
It can't be right.
I know, I was hoping to hide some evidence to prove my theory. Find another approach to prove it.
No, that's not what I meant. There shouldn't be any solid matter in those vats.
Talking about the metallic shards? Just assume those were some kind of magical byproduct.
No, the refinement process requires that everything in the vat remains a liquid. Solid matter would absorb its magical properties and paint the entire vat.
So those metal shards weren't supposed to be in there.
I think they came from broken pieces of the railing. I figured that out immediately.
What? Wasn't that... Possibly. We'll probably want to double check with the commander to make sure.
But that was obvious.
Yeah, what? But this is definitely strange. Need to take a moment to work through all of this. What Dracogen said, there shouldn't have been any solid matter in those vats. I've already confirmed that the bone matter they found came from Justin's body. That leaves another question. Oh my god.
Not at all. The killer was thrown into the killer.
I mean...
Book was thrown into.
A metal object was thrown into the vat.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. If that object was, it probably dissolved into the shards that Orem found.
That's the thing, though. Second few shards of bone. Okay.
Completely destroyed.
The object would have been completely destroyed. Shouldn't have found any metal shards in the first place.
Right. Did find it. How do you explain that?
That night, something happened that prevented the metal object from being completely destroyed. What is this?
The X, yeah, the X.
Game, we don't need epic music. Game. When Noah and Morrison reported the
You didn't
accident...
say when Noah and Morrison. It did. It did.
This whole section, this part of the game, it just makes no sense.
When Noah and
They did this in an attempt to save Justin. But it would have also stopped the liquid from destroying anything else within the vat. Game, what the f is going on?
That's why we found those metal shards. Noah and Morrison. Oh my god.
What is this section? Why did we need to go over this?
Bro, this is as chaotic as the war on Dollar Tree. You're welcome, D-Star. You wanted me to say the war on Dollar Tree.
Fuck. My headset died. Wait. Okay. I accidentally turned off my headset.
Good job.
Thank you for stating the obvious, characters. I don't feel like voicing this. This is too obvious.
Wow, okay.
Whatever that object was, it was probably as large as Justin. Hydration.
I think this metal object had something to do with the second victim. Maybe they were holding it when they fell in.
I'm not sure, but it's definitely possible. We should take a closer look at the metallic shards that Commander White found. Okay, salmon. No. Oh, yeah.
We'll go back over to Candlelight. Or, I don't know.
We have one spell.
We have one spell. I hope Aster becomes a major character.
Okay. Metallic shards. Commander White, you mentioned that you found several metallic shards in the vat. Do you mind if we take a look at them? Sure, just don't get any bright ideas about taking them. You'll also want to avoid touching them with your bare hands. Liquid and neutralized, but it definitely ain't good for your skin. Commander motions to one of the Inquisition Knights. After a few moments, he brings back a large barrel filled with metallic shards.
What? There was
What?
that many?
Could have possibly fallen into the vat. Guess we should get started. We spent some time closely inspecting the metallic shards with Celeste. The shards are only the size of small rocks, and it's definitely difficult to find any discerning features. Any luck in your end?
No, I haven't found. Huh?
Celeste?
I think I found something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, though.
Celeste pulls out a metallic shard with some sort of engraving on it. Unlike the other shards, this looks far less damaged. The engraving looks like some sort of crest. That's the crest of Halls Von Sanctus.
He's the noble that's charging Drake again?
I wonder. Okay. So last chapter, there are these these magic fucking robots.
I'm sorry, what?
That basically living armor pieces.
Ah. So like an automaton.
Yeah. And they were made by House Von Sanctus.
So the killer might have been one of those. What you say?
Could have been. Well, I doubt that Lord Von Sanctus was the second victim. Aster, do you know who would have an house emblem like this? Normally, only the Lord's retainers would have the emblems of his house. I doubt that Justin was the one who had this in possession.
I think one of Von Sanctus's retainers fell into the vat that night.
It's definitely possible, and if that did happen, why haven't we heard about it?
Lord. Oh wait.
Lloyd Von Sanctus would have the resources to keep something like that out of the public eye. The only way to know for sure would be to ask him ourselves, but even we could cooperate. He would never cooperate with us. Glance at the prince. Something out of Stallion would have no trouble with meeting Lord Von Sanctus. Unless... What is it, Mr. Cuthbert? Master, do you think you could help us interrogate Lord Von Sanctus? Oh no. Really? You need my help? In this instance, it'd be very difficult to speak to him by ourselves. As Crown Prince, he'd be much more inclined to speak with you. Of course, I'd be happy to help. Maybe you might be overplaying your hand by utilizing Aster this way. Still wary of the prince, especially since he was one of the few mages at the scene.
really work though?
Not ideal, but it's the only lead we have so far. But it still bothers you. Why haven't you found any bone matter from a second person? Maybe you're overthinking it. You should pursue every lead and see where it takes you. And to do that, you need to find out where Lord Von Sanctus is.
Gee, I wonder where Lord. This is Von Sanctus' house.
It'd be more appropriate to call this building a palace rather than a house.
Palace, like in Persona 5.
God damn it.
Ugh, smell.
As you head further into the manor, you're hit with a very pungent and sour odor. Almost burns the interior of your nostrils every time you inhale.
Well, we're here.
You look around the manor and don't see anyone nearby. It looks like Lord Von Sanctus isn't home at the moment. Perhaps we should try looking somewhere else. God, I hate this. This is a very... I like this game. I like this art. But I would hate to live here.
Yeah.
It's almost entirely a peach. I'm guessing it's supposed to be white, but it's just sunset.
Probably.
A long flight of stairs leads to the upper parts of Von Sanctus' manor. You're a bit tempted to snoop around, but it's best not to take such risks. Magic.
Arcanum.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And absolutely nothing else. Maybe Rika's home.
It will
Nope.
be closed.
There are artifice lights hanging from the ceiling. They're apparently hooked up to an arcane power grid.
Arcanum.
Nothing. Elsewhere. We were like just
Maybe Town Square?
that's what I just said. There we go. We mustn't let such idealistic notions throw our nation into chaos.
You arrive at the town square and see Lord Von Sanctus speaking to several spectators from podium.
There's Lord Von Sanctus.
He appears to be giving some sort of speech. You do your best to remain hidden from his view while you listen in.
Please understand. The action of nobility is useless. However, we only have your best interests at heart.
Hilarious.
This controversy with the Trojan Trading Company is just one of the many examples.
Yeah, when we put you behind bars, that's gonna tank the fucking lords.
Controversy. These so-called unions that men like him support may seem appealing. They only obfuscate and hinder the nobility from protecting the working class.
Huh. Yes, let's remove you.
I hate this guy more and more.
You are not protecting the working class, you're spiting. You murdered someone.
Men like Stefanik Dracogen are merely charlatans. They only seek financial gain by strong-arming your true benefactors. True benefactors. What a joke.
I knew that Von Sanctus was wary of Dracogen, but I never expected him to be this zealous about getting rid of him. I think it's less about Dracogen specifically, more about what he represents. What do you mean? The Dracogen Trading Company has presented tangible proof that his policies are both effective and profitable. Even businesses that have no affiliation with him have started following his example. Von Sanctus is merely a relic of the past.
Wow.
And I think he knows that his archaic ideals won't survive in this landscape.
I can only hope that our grand kingdom will recognize this danger as I have.
No, we haven't! The pompous noble leaves the podium as the citizens ponder his words.
Ugh, what a load of garbage. It's obvious Tom thinks no. But look what happened. Let the common folks set their own standards and a young man died. I guess you have a point there.
Celestial spiteful. You saw Van Sanctus get into a carriage shortly after his speech. It appears to be heading back to his manor.
Well, this.
Let's go to the manor.
Let's go to the map.
Anyway, we saw Van Sanctus heading here soon. We should be able to speak with him soon.
Wait, Tyrion, is he gonna recognize us?
Can't really avoid him. If we want to question him, we need to speak with him directly. But even a noble like him would have to act civilly with the crown prince present.
You mean like how you acted civilly, embarrassed, and insulted him a few days ago?
Right, you completely forgot about the chess tournament. Well, it's not as if we can hide your identities from him. Face him in a chess tournament, and I'm Dracogen's attorney. He knows what we look like.
We look like? Wait, that's it! Oh.
What?
Oh,
no.
disguise time! Illusio.
Wait, what are you... Wow.
Wow.
That's quite impressive, Celeste.
Right?
What
I've been practicing that one.
are you two talking about? I think you should see for yourself. You reluctantly approach it. Just what did Celeste do to you? What?
Markiplier!
Why do I look like Ace Rudolph?
Markiplier! He looks like Markiplier. He looks great, right? Eris taught that one to me. He looks,
The
he
demon.
looks like Markiplier.
Do you honestly expect him to fall for this? Probably a powerful rage. You'll see right through this.
Are you telling me that the crown... Why didn't you notify me sooner? Tyrion looks like fucking Markiplier. Hello, everybody.
You hear Von Sanctus shouting at his attendant from down the hallway. He seems to be quickly heading this way.
Uh-oh.
You might want to disguise yourself as well, Celeste. Don't encourage her. This is extremely illegal.
Right.
You should just dispel this jurisdiction. He's almost here.
Ah, can't think of anyone. you look like now? What's that? What are you
What are you
talking
talking
about? I could have sworn that I heard something.
God damn
I
it.
didn't hear anything either. Just be imagining things. Oh dear God. I mean.
She gave would help us of all the people she could have chosen. At least she's able to mimic her voice well enough.
Oh, Lady Steelwind. I wasn't expecting you until much later. Well, I do not answer to you. I shall do as I shall please. Yes, I suppose you have a habit of doing that.
This is the second time.
This is the second time she's done that.
Not directly, but she's mimicked a member of the Steelwind family 2 times. Surprisingly, it doesn't look like he's seen through your disguises. He must have other things in his mind if his guard is down like this. Anyways, Lord Von Sanctus, pardon the abrupt intrusion. I came by to pay my respects.
I am honored by your Majesty's presence. Unfortunately, I am quite busy with administrative matters at the moment.
Too busy to show hospitality to the heir of the throne.
Oh, I wasn't. I suppose I have some time to speak with you.
Conditions aren't ideal, but at least you have Von Sanctus here with you. Should let Prince Aster make small talk with him for a bit. After that, and subtly bring up the Von Sanctus crest you found in the vent. Subtly.
No. Oh.
I heard about the charges that you brought against the Dracogen Trading Company. Forgive my bluntness, but is everything well within your estate?
Oh, that. I'm simply cleaning house. Nothing more. I've dealt with plenty of men like Drake before. This time will be no different.
I understand that he may be taking business away from you. Does that really warrant you taking some just drastic measures?
Not just about his business. His ideals that he's putting into people's heads. He's allowed these unions to keep existing. And other businesses are following his example. Absolutely absurd. As if the entire world has gone mad.
I see.
Our society only functions when the lower class knows their place.
If that's how our society functions, then perhaps it is flawed.
You're still young, Prince Aster. These righteous ideals may sound appealing. They are the path to disorder.
Screw your order.
Common folk do not care about the well-being of our kingdom as a whole. They only care about themselves individually. If we allow them to become empowered, they will use that power selfishly.
Do you have any evidence of that? Like, perhaps
Yourself.
nobles doing that?
It's up to the upper class to maintain order.
I see. By the way, I'm surprised that you're representing Lord Von Sanctus, Lady Steelwind.
Oh, right.
What is he doing? It's already hard enough to maintain this ruse. I knew that you recently became a prosecutor, but I never imagined that you'd represent a noble. Don't get ahead of yourself,
Aster.
What does that even mean?
Let's not be coy, Lady Steelwind. If you must know, Your Majesty, Lord Steelwind and I came to an arrangement. Fair lady is so keen on wasting her talents on civil work. Given that, I might as well utilize her to my benefit.
Oh no!
Oh.
Do not speak to her like that.
Oh, I meant no disrespect. But rest assured, this is only temporary.
I see, so you have an arrangement with Lucius Steelwind. It seems that Aster is collecting his own information. By the way, Lord Von Sanctus, have any of your attendants gone missing lately?
That's an oddly specific question. No, all of my attendants are accounted for.
Don't see any dissonant thoughts through the eye. He could be unconsciously shielding himself from it.
I must ask, why would you ask such a question?
You see, I actually found a discarded trinket while walking around the city. It had the crest of House Von Sanctus on it. Worried that something unsavory might have happened to one of your people.
Ah, I see. I suppose you must be on edge after what happened to your ship. However, items with the Von Sanctus crest are quite common nowadays.
Really?
The item that you found must have been products produced by Von Sanctus Industries.
An item produced by Von Sanctus Industries. So the Von Sanctus crest is on some of the items produced by your company.
Not just some of the items. Von Sanctus crest is engraved on every product created by Von Sanctus Industries. As a result, people have come to associate the quality of our products with the quality of House Von Sanctus. Or at least they did until hacks like Dracogen came out of the woodwork.
So in other words, it's just branding.
What type of products does Von Sanctus Industries produce? We used to produce magical accessories for mages. Now we produce all manner of products. As the head of commerce in our kingdom, we've diversified our holdings. Oh. You sell your product to the Dracogen Trading Company? Yes, of course I do. Despite my misgivings with Dracogen, it'd be foolish of me if I didn't do business with it. Means there are Von Sanctus products from the Arcane refinery. Called Von Sanctus Industries, after all.
True, the Mashad could...
What are you implying, lady?
A twinge of nervousness through the eye? Just imagine how awkward it is to just have some random person there.
Yeah.
How would he get so defensive over a question like that?
Was there a Von Sanctus product in the refinery on the night of the murder?
She misspoke and said murder instead of accident. That is evoking her action.
Answer the question, Von. I'm not paying for that. Construct, I require your assistance.
Yeah, these things.
I feel like we don't have to read off the dialogue. Construct, clean this mess at once.
Acknowledged. You own an arcane construct? Bon.
I do. Von Sincus Industries is the inventor of arcane constructs, after all.
Right, you recall Celeste mentioning that earlier.
Would you like one, Your Highness?
My apologies, I'm not very interested in using artificery.
Do it yourself?
In any case, I'm afraid Lady Steelwind must be taking her leave now.
What?
Remember, you said you could only accompany me for 1 hour? Close to being 1 hour, right, Lady Steelwind?
Oh, right, 1 hour. It would definitely not be good for us to be here for more than 1 hour.
Oh, does this illusion only last for an hour?
Of course.
Suppose that you've gotten all information you need out of Von Sanctus. Time to move on to the next lead.
That was embarrassing.
That was a bit too close for comfort.
Oh, at least no one saw through our disguises. Ah, are you an attendant here? Please notify Lord Von Sanctus that I... Oh! Ah! Is impersonating the Steelwind some kind of hobby for you, Mr. Boy?
She looks really angry this time.
No. It was a really good reason for us doing this. Let me guess. You wanted to interrogate Von Sanctus without him knowing who you really were. No. Lying about your name is one matter, but impersonating a noble using magic is a serious crime. Tyrion, please.
Are you seriously going to have to defend her in court again?
Oh.
It is Steelwind. Great. According to Asper, Steelwind just advises him, knowing that he will make things worse. Oh.
Your Majesty?
What?
Oh, I see. Oh, wait, that's you. You.
Oh, I see you've dispelled the disguises.
You knew about this?
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
No, that's not why I... Oh,
They pulled this ruse under my orders. Could you please look the other way? Just this once. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Lady Steelwind. I won't forget this.
I need to go. Well, that was certainly something.
I'm sorry you two had to see that. What?
What?
Like I said before, she absolutely detests me. You saw it, didn't you? She could barely look me in the eye.
Oh my god.
In any case, we're starting to run out of time. We should head back to the refinery.
We still don't know where the metal shard came from.
Van Sanctus told us. I don't think we can find out exactly where it came from. For each of Van Sanctus's products has a crest. It could be any number of things, but hopefully Dragogen can help us narrow that list down. It did come from some kind of industrial tool. Might be able to check if any of the refinery's tools are missing. Just hope he can provide you some kind of lead. Let's leave as quickly as possible.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Hello again, Mr. Cuthbert. I hope you have good news.
Well, actually, ignoring the blatant crimes,
Yeah.
still uncertain about the identity of the second victim. The metal shard with the Von Sanctus crest is your best lead right now. That said, do you have any tools you've purchased from the Von Sanctus Industries?
I do. Personally sold me quite a few when I first arrived in the city. I even purchased a security system for the refinery building from him.
Really? Did you purchase anything else from him?
Well, he also tried to sell me some of those arcane concepts. He told me I could be the first person in Aranex to own such innovative technology. But I turned him down. Really? Seems so useful. I don't feel comfortable trusting him to handle the work here.
That's fair.
Those constructs require very... and they lack common sense.
That's true. We saw how unreliable they could be during the Nightgrave case.
He heavily emphasized how exclusive. Looking back on it, he was probably trying to make me dependent on his services.
And, I mean, a more
Yeah, I
exclusive
guess you made
means...
the right choice by refusing his offer.
And a more exclusive offer means a less tested offer.
Yeah. Anyways,
Have any of the
have any of
tools
the
from
tools... Oh wait.
Van Sanctus Industries been reported missing?
Inquisition actually asked me the same question. Took some time today to check my inventory.
Why would the Inquisition ask him for that? Did Steelman come to the same conclusion you did?
There was one tool that was unaccounted for.
Really? What kind of tool was it?
A rod of mending. A large tool that we use to repair damage on the machine.
A tool for repairs. How large was it?
Quite large, actually. It's called a rod, but it's more of a large cylindrical tool.
I'm not gonna lie. All the Zelda games I played made me think of rods as fucking small-ass wands.
Makes sense. Requires two people to properly carry and use it. Wait, a repair tool like that could use transmutation magic, right?
That's right. debunk this, you.
What if the rod of mending was the thing that weakened the guardrail?
Is that possible, Dracogen?
I suppose that is possible. Now that you mention it, I recall there being a way to reverse the effect.
I mean, I don't see it being all that useful, but I could see a few use cases.
And
Never considered that transmutation traces were left by an artificery tool. It does lift some suspicions off of Aster.
let's go!
That's the rod of mending. Someone could have
The rail
sabotaged.
with the rod. Might have thrown it into the vat over the crack.
But it didn't completely dissolve. I mean, they threw in the rod close to when Justin fell off the walkway. Can't be a coincidence that these two events happened so close to each other.
We still have no idea who actually broke the guardrail. We didn't find a second body in the vat. We don't have evidence that proves a second victim even exists. I feel as if we have more questions than answers.
We've learned a few new facts about the case, though, and the Inquisition has verified the traces of transmutation magic on the guardrail. The burden of proof is still on the prosecution to prove that Dracogen is at fault. Even if Steelwind has a proper explanation for that, I can counter her with the facts we've learned thus far.
I just hope that the trial goes as smoothly as you described.
It never does.
It never does.
If this case is being recorded, is in the game, it will not.
Regardless, I appreciate the work you've done thus far. I'll leave things in your very capable. That twice enough.
You just hope that you don't encounter any more curveballs tomorrow. Save one. So, do we end it off today?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I have to let it play out. Because we can't quit until we enter, and we need to go a
Okay,
proper
just like
outro.
get through dialogue.
What?
I think we can kind of get through the dialogue a bit.
No, this is where it has to stay.
Ah.
Well, see you later, you fine fucking morons.
Don't get into a car crash.
Or die in any other oddly specific way.
Yeah.
And we will see you tomorrow for the next part of the trial of Stephanic Dracogen.
Yeah.
Piss bottle!
Why?